Well, as you can see here, I just got done watching a couple videos. One stood out, and shout outs to Big Boss Calvin, 83. And he talked about how confidence is bullshit, which is, I have to agree with him. And then I watched Andrew's video, um, 26101. And he talked about that PUA garbage, which, let's face the facts, man. I'll admit that I bought some PUA DVDs and stuff like that, and I started to realize that, you know, probably using these techniques, you start to realize that these women, these Western women, are been brainwashed and taught of eugenics, meaning that they've been conditioned and brainwashed to go by looks and status and money, and that's about it. And that's why it's tough to date in America. And you're starting to really see this, man. You know what I mean? And that's just reality. I've accepted this a long time ago. And that's the sad thing. That we've been taught in eugenics how to treat people like crap and how to humiliate people and all this other stuff. And I'm not going to use the label men going their own way. And that's fine if most of these Western women and North American women don't give a shit about you. That's fine. They wouldn't even give a shit about you if you got your life together. That's fine. You women can go your own way. Men, we have to go our own way as well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like women just like the rest of the population. But if you have to spit this bullshit ass game to deal with her and to be with her, then you have no business even dealing with her in the first place. I mean, bottom line. I mean, we all know that deep down inside that these women love these men. Sure, they want to throw up their little bitch shield to try to make things difficult. Well, guess what, ladies? And for some of you women that are listening to this video, and I'll be real with you, you're gonna wind up being alone anyway. Or you're gonna wind up with some simp ass idiot or beta male that's just gonna sit there. Or you might wind up with some thug that you try to make into a project. But then when he rebels against you and doesn't lift a finger for you, you got problems. Yeah, and that's the terminology why they call these bad boys bad boy. Think about the terminology bad boy. But it's sad that we live in a society that where eugenics has been taught. The elites know how to brainwash these women. Which I will say the elites, but I'm not going to call it elites anymore. I'm just going to call it white liberals. Because they're the ones that put up all the policies in place. Because this country is going to wind up being divided, that you have the have and the have-nots, and that's just the bottom line. Sure, you get all that. Sure, all the have-nots can get all that vagina all they want, but then again, you got to ask yourself the logical question. And ask yourself this real logical question: how much your vagina is worth? Probably nothing. Oh, I see. You use your vagina to get those alimony checks. You use your vagina to get paid. So technically speaking, your vagina is not worth nothing, ladies. There really isn't. And for some of you men, you want to continue to pick your poison, fine. Go ahead and keep picking your poison. And for you guys that bash other men and say that you get more pussy than the next man, guess what? Keep on bragging. I guess that means that you're going to have more child support and alimony raping you to death until the day you die. Like I said, I have to agree with O'Shea. that it is tough to date in America. It is. But like I said, if I have to play those silly games with these women, guess what? I have no business even dating them. I have no business even talking to them. And even if she gives you my number, still, I call you the next day and you trying to play hard to get, guess what? I have no business talking to you. And like I said, if I work at a store, I'll say hello to you. If I see you out in public, don't be surprised to see me with my middle finger. Because the majority of you women, you North American women are so disingenuous that it's very sickening. And for some of you fellas, hey, we've been brainwashed in this eugenics. So with that, this is Carl Mitchell signing off with my thoughts.